Hi there! In this video, I'm going to show you the best hip flexor stretch. And my name is Taro Iwamoto. I am a Feldenkrais practitioner and a movement expert. And on my YouTube channel, I show videos of exercises and movement lessons that help improve your functions and performance. Anyways, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And let's get to the stretch. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to kneel down on the floor. And if you have trouble getting down onto your knees, feel free to use the padding underneath the knee so it is comfortable for your knee. So anyways, I am down on my knee. So I'm going to start on my left side. So I'm getting into the half kneeling position. Let me adjust the angle right there. Okay. So the hip is over the knee, and my right knee is directly over the right ankle. And from here, you're going to bring your left hip back towards the left heel, about halfway or so. And then from there, once you get to the point, and right about the half point, what you're going to do is you're going to start contract and tighten your left glute muscles, right? Your buttock muscles. Squeeze these muscles. And what happens is that as you contract these muscles, your left hip is going to start extend. Contract, contract, contract until it doesn't go any further. And then you should start to feel the pull and stretch through the front of your left thigh. That's your hip flexor muscles. And then keep contracting the muscles, your glute muscles, and hold it for about 10 seconds. And then start to let this go, and it starts to bring your left hip back towards the left heel again. Halfway, and then starting to contract your left glute muscles until you feel the stretch in your hip flexor muscles. And then hold it there for 10 seconds. And back again. And then come back up. Okay, so for those of you who have a hard time in kneeling down, you can also try in standing. Standing. Here, slightly different, but still it's going to stretch the hip flexor muscles. You're getting into the split stance. You're going to bring your hip back a little bit and then starting to contract your hip and your glute muscles, and then extend your hip until you feel the pull and stretch through the front of your thigh, hip flexor muscles. Hold it there for 10 seconds. Let it go and back. I'll repeat about 10 times. I'll do it 3 to 5 times a day. So why is this one best? I said the best is the reason why I like this stretch, and compared to some other passive hip flexor stretch, is that because you are going to contract your hip extensors, your glute muscles. And what happens when you do that is the antagonist muscles, which is your hip flexors, are going to be and get inhibited, and allows the hip flexor muscles to be lengthened and stretched. So it is more efficient and more effective than trying to just passively trying to extend your hip as far as you can. So I personally like this active way with stretching, and the benefit of that is not only it effectively stretches your hip flexors, but also it trains your hip extension muscles, right? Your glute muscles when you do that. So it helps to strengthen your glute muscles. At the same time, you are going to lengthen and stretch the hip flexor muscles, right? And this is a fundamental to a lot of the functions, and squatting, getting out of the chair, and the walking and running. All those activities are going to be pretty much the same. You're going to extend your hip, which means that your glute muscles are engaged and active. At the same time, your hip flexor muscles are going to be elongated and lengthened and stretched. So for that reason, I think I really like this stretch for the hip flexor. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this stretch and give it a try, and let me know what you think.